Welcome back to my ranged only progression. The Elder God error bug is still not fixed, so the scaling continues. Getting straight into it, I went to Gate of Olympus for 99 crafting, then I continued doing Hall of Memories tasks. While getting more memory strength, I turned in more engrams and easily got 99 divination. I wanted to get 95 prayer as well, but I figured why not go for 100 smithing and let superheated relic train prayer. So I trespassed into Bandle's land, broke into the forge to use the burial anvil without permission. If I ran out of bars, I would then steal some tin ores from the nearby area, transmute them to the highest tier, and then smelt the bars. The outer rune plate bodies at +5 burial gave a huge amount of experience. After annoyingly transmuting primal ores to smelt primal bars, it turns out I still need the wilderness for the primal bar task to count. Oh well, but I can still do the primal box and primal spikes task. Now that I'm 90 prayer, I'm going to test if the World Wakes post-quest prayer XP works, and it turns out it actually works. So with 92 prayer, I finally switched to curses and used Soul Split. I reached 99 archaeology, went to Howell's workshop, which is another 200 point task, to unlock ancient invention. I got 9 defense and wore Elder Rune armor for another 200 points. Used those reinforced dragon bones to get 95 prayer and also unlocked ancient invention, although I still can't do anything with ancient invention. And here's another day of no Elder God arrow fixes. I decided to go for blessing task and it turns out the fool strikes again. I misunderstood the blessing mechanic because I thought the God tier was automatically unlocked, so this entire time I didn't have Splash Zone. So after unlocking Splash Zone, I went to do a zero mechanic Archglaker. I reached tier 7 and got Isianic Faith as my next relic, but I'm still like 30 plus tasks away from my next region. So I killed a Rex Matriarch that is weak to range, which by the way is the only one I know how to kill, and managed to get a Reaver's Ring which surprised me. I mentioned previously that one of my goals this leagues was to get as much best slot ranged as possible while going for Dragon Trophy. Got 95 Slayer and then went to kill Legions. I found out Isianic Faith doesn't protect against Legions. After nearly dying to Legions, I have now unlocked true equilibrium. I'm now left in a very odd spot. I was having a bunch of mixed feelings about the worst case scenario, like what if they don't fix the arrows on Monday? What if they don't fix it at all? So I decided to shift my attention to Croesus and try to get my hands on splintering arrows. I was telling myself that with my range level, my accuracy may not be 100%, so maybe better to just use splintering arrows, or this is just part of my coping strategies with these feelings. First, I have to train Hunter. At least these red salamanders provided good tensile and crafted components. Once Hunter reached level 75, I was trying to advance time, but I didn't have the magic levels for it, so I just drank a super magic potion, and then I was able to advance time and max out my entire Anacronia base camp. If you're wondering how I got my time runes with my low level rune crafting, I just transmuted soul runes, and soul runes I bought from the Wizards Guild in Yanao. Then I went to Aya'a and went ham with all the skilling. My hunter, fishing, and herbal levels all shot up in the air. The Croesus grind begins, and unlike last leagues, for once I was lucky enough to get a core hammer early on, which is amazing, which means I'll have the death sports early. Last year, this took 117 kills for a single core hammer at 6 times drop weights. So the future certainly is looking bright. Surely 10 times drop weights was enough to easily get the torch soon. I'm sure I would get it in the next 20 or 30 kills at 10 times drop weights, right?
Here we lie behind the stone of our land, once fair and home. Our tears will flow, now left alone. This place we live and call our own. Stay away, lest you might fall into the great devouring one. The dark that lies behind this wall. So sail away beyond our shore. Goshima.
0 times 10's drop weight is still 0, so it took 104 kills to finally get the torch. I seriously have generational beef with this Croesus. I really wish we had duplicate protection or the ability to fixate drops on links, cause this is annoying. Since I was getting Reaper tasks when I was killing Croesus, I managed to get a lot of Onyxes and Hydrix, so I would be able to get an EOF if I just had rumbling components, which I can get from Teutonic Energy, which I can get from Elite Dungeon 2, which is a specific leagues feature. But to use Teutonic Energy, I need 91 rune crafting. For now, I'll just use Amulet of Souls. While this was an unorthodox way to get an EOF, my goal was to try to get best in slot range on leagues, so at least Croesus still gave me some progression. It also helped solve my Mortmire fungus and red spider egg problems, which then allows me to finally make adrenaline potions. I did some Northern Dragonkin for Jazz Anima in the event they do fix the arrow bug, and also to get some Weapon Poison ++, which I can use to make Weapon Poison +++ when I get 85 cooking with the cooking potion to make primal pumps. With Splintering arrows, I decided to pursue more of my blessing tasks, starting with a Dinosaur Slayer task. I noticed that Splintering arrow bleeds. It's like a 1.3k bleed on these dinosaurs, which I thought was pretty good. I had to kill legions without moving to complete all the combat achievements, and nearly got killed every single time. I went to fight Carapac, and I felt I was only slightly stronger than early game crossbow builds from the main game. Finally unlocked the wilderness, and then I immediately went to do more blessing tasks in my new region, and finally unlocked the next blessing. Throughout my journey, I realized how bad Ricochet is compared to Greater Ricochet, so I figured I should go for Greater Ricochet first. I was feeling very nervous because Raksha has a lot more health and that boss is a pain. My Carapac kill earlier was only slightly faster. To my surprise, I managed to face Raksha so fast that I didn't even get to process what on earth even happened. And then Raksha was just dead, and in just 3 kills, I got Greater Ricochet, so I wanted to test the power of Greater Ricochet with the blessings, and here is what happened.
The flow has been interrupted. He is lost. You may think you hear it speaking. Ignore it and focus. The shadow grows thicker. It's too dangerous. You must defeat him quickly. I'll open the gates. Draw him through.
A Grandmaster Spin Kill, wow. It is really hard to tell, but it looks like my splintering arrows were hitting some insane damage. The flow state combat achievements is a blessing task, and just for your information, on the main game, I took over 80 tries to complete this achievement on the main game because I am just that bad at prayer flicking. And on leagues, it took at least more than 10 times. Anyways, it's Sunday, and I'll now be AFK at Aya while editing this video. Hopefully tomorrow will be the day they fix the Elder God arrows. If you want to keep up with my range-only journey on leagues, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.